Monica is in the building. Vanessa's in the building. It's Friday. It's Friday. What do we do on Friday? This is just a quick lunch and learn. I thought I'd pop on and share some motivation, inspiration, and some business tips with my pretty people. Hashtag to all the pretty people. You're my fans, my followers, my friends. You're my people. Yes, I always knew. My mother told me, baby, you're going to be too much for some people. Those aren't your people. So if you're watching this broadcast, you're my people. You're my people. So make sure you speak to me. Say hi, Jerusha. Hashtag pretty people. You're my people. Did you see it on Facebook? Oh my gosh. Did you see? I got pretty people merchandise. I'm so excited because you guys just became this community and these people that I just love and have developed relationships. And so I said, let me get some pretty people merchandise. So yes, isn't that cute? We crown our people over here, girls. So if you're having a hard time and you're struggling in business and you need somebody to motivate you, that's what I do over here. I'm going to crown you, girl. Fix that crown. You are a queen. You are doing the doggone thing. So don't even fret about it. You got it. You got this. You got this. Yes, Peaches is in the building. Yes, let me know that you're in the building by saying hi, Jerusha. I actually speak back. I love speaking to y'all, especially if you're a part of the Pretty People community. Let me check on my phone for 1 second. Say hi, Jerusha. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Listen. I am speaking at the Thousandaire Formula in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm coming September the 3rd. If you are in Louisville, Kentucky, or you can get there, grab your ticket from Eventbrite. Is going down. And so, yes, California in the building. And I want to make sure I'm coming to a city near you. So make sure you put in the chat, what city do you reside, so we can get the Thousandaire Formula in your city. I cannot wait to come to Louisville, Kentucky. It'll be my first time coming to Kentucky, I believe. Yes, I've been a lot of places, but I don't think I've been there. Okay, Texas. Travel to Texas all the time. Hey, Texas. So, yes, I am speaking on a panel of these superstars, speakers, financial speakers, a singer. It's so many different, a marketer, like everything you could possibly imagine. We're speaking about not just making, most people want to just make millions, but you got to make thousands first. So that's why it's called the Thousandaire Formula. So once we help you make thousands, and then you can make millions. And so I'm not making any income claims, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm just saying what the formula is about. And so, yes, California City, visiting here in Atlanta. Oh, okay, I'm in the ATL. Okay, Lita Childs is in the ATL. How you doing? So, yes, I am excited to come to a city near you. So, yes, I'd be happy to share my location so you can show up with your pretty people tees, get your pretty people merchandise. The link is in the bio. It's my website. And so I want to make sure I'm present for you. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm in the right place. I am in the right place. So today, really quickly, I love answering business questions. So if you tag 2 people and share the broadcast, you can ask me any business question. Or if you just you want to ask me something, I will teach on that subject or I'll answer you privately. Because listen, most people don't know what they don't know. And so we want to make sure we get you educated. And you don't want to, I love the hearts. Please tap the screen for me on Instagram and TikTok. It show all these little hearts come up. I'm like, yeah, that lets me know that you're loving my stuff and you're getting value. More importantly, that you're getting value and you're not just hoarding information. We have so many information hoarders. I don't want you to hoard this information. I want you to use it. I want you to implement it. I say this pretty often. Information without implementation is just information. Write that down. So Jerusha said, information without implementation is just information. I just got all this information in my head. And one day, I'm going to use all this information. Listen, one day is today. Tomorrow is today. Write that down. Tomorrow is today. Today's your day. Girl, you hearting me up on Instagram. I'm loving you already. Hashtag to the pretty people. See, that's what pretty people do. We celebrate each other. And that's what the pretty people community is about, is we celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. I don't care what your business is. I don't care what you sell. I just know what I know, and I want to help you go to your next level, because not only is sharing caring, but when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. And so I've been an entrepreneur well over a decade, almost 2. So I know a thing or two. So if you're joining me for the first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie. You're just now hearing the sound of my loud voice. you're just now hearing the sound of my voice, you are a newbie to me. And of course, if you watch the replay, but how you really help is you tag two people and share the broadcast. So I'm Youre, your motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in the direct sales business. And I help people build their businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, you're like, yes, you need to know how to communicate offline and online. I built my business initially offline. I did all the things offline. I had an office offline. I did presentations offline, face-to-face, hotel meetings, whatever. I did it. I know how you can build a business offline. You can meet as many people as you want. However, what I've learned in the last couple of years is more people on social media, is more people right in front of me every single day. There's 2.94 billion people online every day. And the average person, get this, come on in, let me tell you, the average person spends 2 to 3 hours on social media throughout the day. Now, that's when you open it and you got caught up in the scroll hole. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, throughout the day, it's been 2 to 3 hours of you searching and scrolling, and you got caught up in the scroll hole. And so I want you to make money. You're going to be online if you don't make money, right? Hello, Miss Nicole. Thank you for tagging. Thank you for tagging Facebook user. So if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. I can't do it. And so I decided a couple of years ago, let me learn how to market and brand myself online. Let me attract people to me. Let me build relationships. Let me offer my product, my services after I build the relationship. And so a key part of showing up online is you got to be social. You have to be social. I don't understand. You want to build a people's business, but you don't want to talk to people. I don't like people. I don't like sales. Okay, you don't like entrepreneurship. Go work for somebody. That might not be your thing. You actually have to want to help more people. I don't care if it's a service, it's an opportunity, you're selling something. So let's fall in love with the selling. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love with the people. Karen in the building, Valerie in the building. Yes, so if you're new to me. And so I'm excited to share with you a couple of strategies that will help you with your selling aspect. And so the business question was, I'm not good at sales. I can't sell anything. Right now, you're selling me on why you're not good at it. So we're all in sales. You're all in sales. I sell my husband on why I need to purchase this and that. I sell my kids on why they need to be great at whatever it is they want to do in life. I'm selling all the time. I can sell you on a restaurant that's so good. Oh, this restaurant in Atlanta. Oh my God, it's to die for. I'm selling you on that. So we're actually all doing it all the time, all day long. You just have to embrace it, right? And so if you love your product, your service, your opportunity, it should be easier to tell somebody about it. And so if you're just telling, like you're just talking, and your purpose isn't just to sell, it feels differently. Okay. It does. It feels differently. So if you work hard enough and assert yourself and use your mind and your imagination, you can shape the world to your desires. So the best way to learn is by doing. If you are afraid of selling on social media, you got to start getting on social media. The only way to build a strong work ethic is getting your hands dirty. And so I decided 2019, okay, Jerusha, let's get on. 2017, I went live and I started doing motivation and inspiration. And then I learned by 2019, I need to make money from doing this. And I created my own marketing strategy, and I teach that strategy in my 3-day ride, which is my business course. If you haven't taken it, you should take it. It's coming up September 20th. Registration is open right now. The 3-day ride. Click the link in the bio. Go ahead and see if it's for you. Okay, I'll talk about it in a moment. So let's talk about successful selling. Number one, write this down. A pretty person's going to put this in the chat for me because these are the things that I needed to learn to be great at offering my product, my service, my opportunity. Be consistent. Even when I started showing up online, I was like, okay, I'm going to show up every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. I'm being consistent. Number one thing that I see, people don't choose to be consistent. Okay, it's a choice to be consistent. It's not that you don't have time, girl. You have time to talk to that significant other. You have time to shoot the breeze with your girlfriend. You have time to watch TV. You have time to scroll. You got time. You do have time. Okay, it's what you choose to do with that time. The beggar and the billionaire have the same 24 hours in a day. Let's talk about it. So number one thing is you got to decide, I am going to be consistent with marketing my product. You know, I follow the 80-20 rule. Go look it up. But being consistent, showing up on social media. That's number one. Write that down. Number one, be consistent. The second thing is follow up quickly. So successful selling is when someone replies or responds or likes or comments on your thing, whether it's a story, whether it's a Facebook Reels or TikTok or whatever, just to still post. Follow up quickly, right? To answer questions, to go down in the DM, okay? Immediately. When I'm saying, oh, grab your Pretty People tea, grab the water bottle, the link is in the bio, click the link in my bio. When I'm doing that, right, and someone responds, hashtag Pretty People, if you want more merchandise, I'm going to follow up quickly, okay? Because I want to go ahead and answer their questions. And I want them to feel like, you know what, you are important. I'm right here. I want to service you, right? So follow up quickly with people that you have offered your thing with. There's a whole follow-up system with that. That was number 2, right? Number 3, I need you to uncover the customers not really customer, uncover the outcomes the customers want. That means figure out the problem. So first of all, what's your problems? Okay. Now, if I have the solution, I can offer it. So it's very important when you go down in the DM or if you have the person face to face, it's very important to be interested, not interesting. It's very important. Write this down. You need to be so interested in people, not interesting. I can share with you all of my accolades. I was the top 2% of my company. I actually was number 1 for share. I can share all of that, right? But it doesn't help you. Now, does it? It shows you I'm qualified and I'm credible, but it doesn't help you with your business. So when you're speaking to someone and you offered something or they saw something, you need to find out what is it that they need? Yes or yes. So your immediate questions are, how can I help you? Were you looking to lose weight? Are you already on a program? You need to be asking certain questions to find out what is it? What is the customer actually looking for? So because people are looking for something, they didn't just like it or comment, they want something. And so you are able to answer those questions, yes or yes. Now, another way, if you are using, you wrote that down, right? If you are using social media as your starter for communication, there's several ways. Obviously, you can text the message in Messenger, or you can use the voice. Now, for me, a lot of times people don't think it's me talking to them and they'll be like, I don't know if this is the real Deruger. It could be spam and it could be. And so there's a voice. So if you go to Messenger, there's a microphone. You can actually press that microphone and leave a message. That way they know, oh, it's a real person. It's not Pamela Anderson. It's somebody. Now, this is also, let me tell you something. I'm a voice person. I'm all about the voice because there's something about somebody's hearing your voice. They get inspired by your voice. It's believable, right? And so it's something about leaving a voice message. And so if you're able to do that, if you're not, if you're like, oh no, I just like to text, that's fine. I text all the time. But if you are courageous enough and you're like, I want to leave a voice, thank you so much for liking my post. How can I answer your questions? That right there, she's like, oh, you know why that's different? Because people aren't doing it. You know why that person will probably, I like to say 80 to 90% of the time reply because nobody's doing it. Everybody's texting. But when you stand out, because earlier I said we were different, right? So when you stand out and you're unique and you're creative, people respond. Look at that. You're not ordinary. You're an original. And so use that microphone. And if you are courageous enough, you're like, I'm going to use this microphone. I'm going to tell you. Now, I don't say leave a 5-minute dissertation. That's not what I said. You're basically replying to the person. So that's a way to get in there, okay? You understand when you decided to build a business online and started doing selling, social selling, whatever, online, you decided that you needed to change. I told you I was offline. So all of the selling and promoting and presentations were done offline. So coming online, I had to change. People were already online 2010, 2012, I didn't come really marketing to 2019. I'm late to the party, late. So I said, okay, what do I need to do? I got to hurry up and get on here. People, they've been doing it, right? So don't underestimate what's available and how you can quickly change when you decide. So I decided, okay, I need to change the way that I'm showing up. So today you can learn how to change the way that you think. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Jerusha, change is inevitable. Growth is optional. You don't have to grow. You don't have to show up. You don't have to post. Girl, you can just scroll. You don't have to do any of that. You also don't have to make money. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You don't have to do anything. But if you're wanting to grow, you have to change. Now, if you stay still, you're not growing. You might as well be a part of the Walking Dead. Y'all remember the story? Let me tell you about changing your mindset and reconditioning your mind, because it was a big change for me to show up online differently. A huge change. When you've already seen success one way, then somebody say, oh, you got to go another way. You're like, oh, God, dang it. You want to cuss, right? But you're like, all right, well, this is next level. This obviously is presented this way. This is next level. So I'm going to have to do it. So you guys remember the story about a lady who lived in government housing for like 30 years. And one day she won the lottery. I think it was North Carolina. Yes. Somebody remember? Yes. You remember the story? She purchased like a few $1 million homes. She purchased like 5 luxury cars. She went on exclusive international trips around the world with her family and friends, treating everybody. Okay. She let people borrow money. Girl, she won the lottery. She's like, pop, 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 pop. So she did. She invested, I think, in a business with a friend. And then that business went south. That means it went under. And so the lottery, her winning the lottery, it did change her life for about 5 years. Okay, this was the big one. You remember the person in North Carolina? I think it was North Carolina. Okay, this is the thing. The lottery changed her life for 5 years, but it didn't change her poor mentality, spending habits, or behavior. So consequently, right now, she's back on government assistance. Why? Because she didn't recondition her mind. She wasn't willing to change. Okay? So you have to be willing to change. Write this down. You are a victim to your own mind. That is most of our problems. We are a victim to our own thoughts. Okay? We are it. You're closest, right, to the brain. You're going to be listening to yourself, whether it's negative or positive. And so now she's in the same state she was 5 years ago. So in order for your business to grow, you can't keep doing the same thing. You got to get around people that are doing things differently. So I decided to connect with a lot of great people online. I started seeing certain people. I'm like, I like this one. I need to follow this one. I need to collaborate with this one. I need to do this with this one. I need to be in the space to learn and to change. Okay. Now that's what you need to do if it's your desire, or you can be like the lady and not change, and then you'll end up in the same place, right? Now, the number 5, right? Believe in yourself. Believe in whatever you're doing. Girl, if you got them t-shirts, you better sell them t-shirts. If you got jewelry, whatever, believe in your craft, believe in your gift, believe in yourself, your ability to stand out. Your ability. I don't care how many people sell jewelry. They don't sell your jewelry. They're not you. I don't care how many people are in network marketing and direct sales. They not Jerusha, baby. They not me. It's just you're not me. So they're not you. So I need you to believe in yourself and whatever you're offering. Number 6, listen. State your price with confidence. If your t-shirts cost $30, girl, your t-shirts cost $30. Don't let people negotiate the price. You don't go to Mercedes and Lamborghini. You don't negotiate prices. This is the price. You don't go to Walmart and negotiate. You don't go to your local grocery store, Whole Foods, and negotiate. Why do you feel like as a small business owner, network marketer, direct seller, whatever, you want to negotiate my price? That's a problem. Okay, you either need to level up on the quality of people that you are talking to, right? Or you need to be very confident and confident in your price. State your price. It is what it is. That's like my 3-day ride. This course is coming up for those that want it. The price is the price. It's actually worth 4 times as much as what I'm giving it for, because I want you to get it. Because I know what it feels like. Let me tell you what I know for sure. I know what it feels like to be in unfamiliar territory. Going online was unfamiliar territory. Trying to learn how to show up the way that I do today is different than how I built my business initially. And so I was searching for help, looking for help. Like, is this the right course? Is this the right mastermind? So I put all of what I know, knowledge, into a 3-day ride course. For those of you that are not seeing the results that you want, you don't know your ideal prospects, You don't know how to attract people to you that people are asking you, girl, where your t-shirts at? You want that type of knowledge so you do better. So I put that all in the 3-day ride. So if you want that hashtag 3-day ride, but the link is in the bio, and I'll put it after this on Facebook. But it's my website. You can grab the 3-day ride. Registration is available now. Okay. Now, so state your price. I stated my price. It is what it is. I'm very confident in that price. Now, was that number 6? Number 7, some pretty person got me. Okay. Know how to use your own time. Listen, I think I'm a master at teaching time because I worked in corporate America like all of you. I at the time I had one son, then eventually I had my second son. I know what it's like to build a business with a full-time job, husband, children. They're little, they're crying, I'm nursing, all the things, right? So when you start like that, you're like, it's just chaotic. I don't have enough time. It's really you haven't managed yourself because you can't manage time. It's going to go on whether you do it or not, right? The thing is, you're here for a purpose, right? So whether you decide to master your time, become a professional time thief, that's what I call it. I became a professional time thief where I was like, okay, I do have 15 minutes here. I do have 15 minutes here. And so I scheduled and planned the day. Literally, you got to schedule and plan to win. Success is not by accident, okay? It's a planning process. You got to plan to win. You think it's just going to happen. I'm just keep posting and prayerfully, I'm going to keep praying and hopefully something happens. No, ma'am. I don't know who told you that. No, ma'am. Okay. So know how to use your own time. And so if you are that person like I was when I originally started, still working in corporate America, my background is in radio and television. So I was working for CNN News. So it wasn't the easy job, right? Where I could just spend, hey, Jerusha, happy Friday. Hey, Yvonne. It wasn't that, okay, I had extra time. When I was at their job, I performed well at their job. And I suggest you do the same. Okay, you can't get blessed if you don't perform well for other people, right? So go ahead and do that job well. But when I had a lunch break or after work, I was busting my butt with using my time to learn a business. I never had a business before. I never did that. I never sold anything before. I never met people, like I was offline. So I was meeting people at networking events face to face. I never did that before. I never walked up to a stranger before. So I had to learn all those things. So I had to maximize my time. Does this make sense? Yes. Write this down. Time. Today, I maximized everything. So when I go to bed at night, I'm like, okay, how did I spend my time? Today, I maximized everything. Now, my son told me, he said, Mom, that also stands for tomorrow is my excuse. I said, baby, you my child. you must be my child. My blood run deep in you. He said, or people are going to say, tomorrow is my excuse. Either way, the time will pass, right? You might as well utilize it. Have fun. Mess up. I mess up all the time. I'm just like, oh, well. Like a girl just corrected me. So I sent out an email, which I hate doing or whatever. So that's why I just got another assistant to help me out. Okay. So I sent out an email and it said click, and the word click was spelled wrong. Obviously, I know how to spell it. And she texted me and thank you so much. I appreciate that. She's like, oh, you said the click wrong. And I was like, okay, see, I didn't take the time to read it over. I'm like, oh, I got to go. It's not something that I wanted to do. Right. But now I say, what do I need to do? Invest in somebody else who does it better than me. So if you're in a position where it's things that you don't really care for. Now no one can beat me showing up. I got to do this. But if it's something that doesn't require your hand, you can delegate. That's what I've learned to do. Let me delegate what I don't like to do. Okay. I like inspiring and motivating and teaching. That's something that requires my DNA. That doesn't require my DNA. Okay. So you got to make sure you're utilizing your time. If you can afford someone to come in, always yelling. Well, you don't want to be over here, baby, because I ain't gonna stop. So if you like someone cleans the house like every 2 weeks or every week or whatever, so you have more time to dedicate to your business, do it. I'm telling you, you won't feel the pressure. You won't feel like, oh, I gotta fold clothes, or you won't feel that pressure. You can focus on your business. Okay. Now I don't know what number that was. Don't spend a lot of time with people who aren't motivated buyers. So successful selling means you're spending time with people who want to buy what you have. You've explained it. You share the benefits. You shared, how it's going to solve their problem. You've had conversations. Don't spend a lot of time with people who are wasting your time. You're not ready to buy, right? You're not ready to buy. Okay, I'm going to put you in a funnel to follow up later because you're not ready right now. That's what I call them. You're not ready right now. You're not ready to make moves. You're not ready to change. Just like the 3-day ride. Are you ready to learn how to find your ideal prospects? Are you ready to learn how to not just start conversations, but close conversations? Are you ready to convert people? Are you ready to learn what to post? Are you ready to get a 7-day content calendar? Are you ready for those things? Those things are a part of my 3-day ride business course. And this is what it costs to be a part of that. And so you find people that are motivated buyers, like, I'm ready for that. That's me. Put hashtag 3-day ride. That's you. And if it's somebody that's on the fence, they're like, I think I need it, but I don't know if I need it from her. I mean, it sounds like I need it. Okay, you go get the details and you make an informed decision, period. You go find out what it is, and then you decide, boom. The average person makes decision in 24 to 48 hours. I'm going to tell you. You already know if you want to buy that car. You already know if you want to start that business. You already know if you want to work with that person. 24 to 48 hours. And that's a part of my strategy when I'm talking to someone about purchasing. The average person, it takes them 24 to 48 hours to make a decision. Are you a 24-hour person or 48? Period. Now, you might be thinking, I need to ask people. I need to talk to this person. Now, I never really, really understood that. And so it's different if you have to talk to somebody to schedule something, right? So I'll give you an example and I'm going to let you guys go. When I decided to start my business, like I said, I was working in television and I was like, oh, I have a hectic schedule. And my son was a preemie. Like I said, he had all these difficulties. So we have scheduled times that he has to do certain things. So that means I had to get my husband on board with picking him up. We got to do this, whatever, so I can go to these meetings, right? And so that's something I had to discuss. I wasn't asking for permission to start the business. I was saying, how are we going to make this business happen? So I think that that's important. If you have a partner, a mom, whomever you got to coordinate with, but you already know what you want to do. Do you not? You do. Because if it's a man, okay, that you want to talk to or you're interested in, and people tell you not to, but you want to, you do it anyway. Look how we can make decisions. So you can make decisions. You can. You don't ask people for it. You like him. You don't like him? Okay, I'm not going to like him if you don't like him. You don't do that. But when it comes to starting a business or starting something new or, whatever it is, you got to ask everybody and their mama. Why? Okay. Now, and the last thing is, are you aware of you? Successful selling comes from you being confident in you. Are you aware of who you are and what you bring to the table? I'm the whole table, right? So you've got to have that type of attitude of listen, I know who I am and whose I am. So the only limitations we have is the ones we set for ourselves. No one is stopping you. You got this. You can build on social media. You can build a social presence. You can sell your thing. You can. You got to raise the bar. You must raise the bar higher. Every day I'm like, okay, Jerusha, you got to raise the bar. What you doing, girl? You got to raise the bar. Right now I'm in a situation. I got to make this decision. Like I said, I got to raise the bar. It's so much that I want to do. I'm like, should I do this first? I got to do all of it. I want to do all of it. And so I'm coming to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm speaking. I'm part of the Thousandaire Formula. And so I've always wanted to travel and speak. And so I'm coming to the city near you. Boom, I had to make that decision. I'm coming. So you got to decide who you are and the contribution that you're going to make to the world. So we used to play this game. And how many of you from the South? We play outdoor games. So I wasn't a child in the 90s, okay, where you was playing games on the computer, your game. No. I actually went outside. Anybody, if you went outside and played, let me know. Say outside. I went outside all the time. Outside. Loved it, right? And got my vitamin D from the sun. I was outside, enjoyed it. And I don't think kids do that enough. But anyway, we used to play this game with the broomstick and see how we got creative. We didn't have all these things or whatever. And my parents were really good to us, but we was just creative. We took a broomstick and one person is on each end of the stick and the other person jumps over the stick, right? So you got two people. I have sisters, so my two sisters, and then one person jumps over the stick. And each time you make it over outside. Each time you make it over the broomstick, they would raise the broomstick a little higher, right? And when the stick is at your, and every time you jump, you make it, then they would raise the broomstick a little higher. And then when the broomstick is like at your waist, you actually have to go back further to jump higher to make it over, right? Because at first, when it's down by your ankles, you could just jump right here. And then when it's at your knees, you can still just jump right here. But when it's at your waist, you got to step back a little bit, right? And then jump over it, right? So jumping higher to make it over. And over time, the stick is raised so much higher, you have to use a different approach. Okay? You have to use a different approach. So when we used to play this game, that's my alarm. Sorry about that. Okay? You got to make sure. That's me listening to myself. Hold on one second. You got to go back. And so they would raise it so high, it would be basically here to your chest. And you got to go all the way back to try to make it. And we were so crazy and having so much fun. As children, we would actually try to jump over it. Like nothing was stopping us from making it because you wanted to try. Remember when you had that inside of you, you wanted to try. You wanted it to go higher. That's how life is. Sometimes you have to go back further to jump higher. And if that's you, this is your moment. When you are aware of yourself, you would take a different approach. I was aware I'm only 5 feet, so I've never been tall. I was like 4'11" at that time. So I know there are different things that I have to do to get higher. We must raise the bar higher each time, but you're going to look at it differently. Like, okay, I used to do it this way, but now I need to do it this way. I used to market offline only. Now I have to market online. I got to be willing to change. I got to be looking at where's my future going? Who am I in this big thing called life? So this is what I want you to do. You should have a conscious knowledge of your own character. Self-awareness is key. Who are you? Do you have a clear perspective of your personality? I have a clear perspective of my personality. Do you have a clear perspective of your strength, your weaknesses, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions? Are you emotional about everything? The first person says no to you, you just crumble, you just fall apart, you on the floor. Girl, okay, that's not going to work in a business. You understand no is your best friend. Me and no ride together. So when you are self-aware, you understand other people. See, self-improvement is impossible without self-awareness. So now that we want to improve our sales online, we got to start with ourselves. Your income will rarely exceed your level of personal development. So you got to be self-aware. I'm fully aware of how I like to learn. I'm fully aware of the type of content that attracts me. I'm fully aware. So now once you know that, you can help other people, you can solve their problem, because we're in the business of solving problems. So what is it about you? You know you would have to change to achieve your goals in life. What is it about you? Are you, it's nothing wrong with being an introvert. So don't say I'm an introvert. You don't have to change. Actually, 90% of people that are billionaires are introverts. You like your Mark Zuckerbergs and all the people, right? Those people are introverts. So that's not true, right? So what is it that you would have to change to achieve your goal in life? I had to change the way I thought about social media. I thought it was just a fun place people went, and I didn't really want to spend time there. I quickly learned it's a place to market and brand and build a business. I quickly learned that I needed to change, just like the lady didn't change with the lottery. She had previous thinking, right? You got to change with the times. Think about what is stopping you and change it. Yes or yes. Don't chase the money, chase the people. See the people, see the people, see the people. So when you are deciding to be on social media and sell on social media, whether it's yourself, your service, your opportunity, see the people, see the people, see the people. Keep your eyes on the people. That is the prize. Okay. So ask yourself, write it down. What is it that I would have to change to achieve the goals in life? And then work on changing those things. A lot of it is reconditioning your mind. I can tell you right now, a lot of it is reconditioning your mind. That's it. So if this was helpful to you, this is good for you. It's like, Jerusha, this was good to me. And you enjoyed all of those tips. Make sure you put it in chat. Do me a favor. If you got value, tag 2 people and share the broadcast. Tag 2 people and share the broadcast. If you got value in this training today about successful selling. Not only that, I told you I offer this 3-day ride. It's a I'm telling you, I love my course. It's my only signature course. So 3 days with me coaching so I can show you how to market and brand yourself, how to find your ideal prospects, how to overcome objections, the purpose of groups, the purpose of short form video, the purpose of all of that, attraction marketing, curiosity marketing, how to start conversations, how to close conversations, all of that. One lump sum. I just made it everything for this person that's already right now. This person is hungry, just like I was hungry. You want to be the lion that's always climbing the hill. If you're that person, hashtag 3-day ride. The link is in the bio. I'd love to have you. The course starts next month. I want you in the course. If you have a desire to change, then you're my people. If you have that desire, it's burning up inside. You're like, I really need you. I just been posting my stuff and nothing's happening. Okay, then you probably want to be a part of the 3-day rides. Yes, I see all of you said outside. Okay, Lita, she went outside. Denise went outside. Tamika went outside. We was outside. I had so much fun outside. And my son said this to me the other day. He was like, no, it's different. Like, y'all went outside. I was like, yes, we did. You need to go outside. He doesn't even want to go outside. Listen, it's to the park. He want to go to Sky Zone. I'm like, that's not outside. So yes, I understand. Nancy in the building. If this is good, hashtag helpful. Do me a favor. Make sure you tag 2 people and share the broadcast and jump into that 3-day ride. Hashtag 3-day ride. Yes, I see you. Hashtag 3-day ride. I will get you the link. But if you're on Facebook, I'm going to put the link here in the description. I have to do the live first and then go back and do it because Facebook, here's a business tip. These are things that I teach you in the 3-day ride, little hacks and things. Facebook actually doesn't like when you put a link in your live while you're live because you're redirecting people off of Facebook. See, which makes sense. It's a business. Y'all understand. This is a business for them, right? They want to make money from this platform. So in order for them to do that, they got to keep you on the platform. But if I put the link right here, I'm taking you off of their platform for free to offer my thing. Well, that's not really right? So they want you to pay to play. That's why you pay for ads. That's if you're at that point to pay for ads. I'm interviewing Michelle Cunningham next week. And let me just tell you, if you are ready to pay $50,000, $70,000 for ads, then yeah, girl, get the ad. So when I tell you got to pay to play, if you want to show up, and I'm not saying do that. I'm saying if you're ready for that. But the way that I teach in a 3-day ride, all of this is organic. Every follower is organic by me showing up on purpose. And I can teach you how to do that and attract the people. And not saying I don't ever pay for ads or I wouldn't pay for ads, but I'm just saying there's another way. There's another way if you're still building. Is that helpful? Hashtag 3-day ride if you want more about that. And I will see your beautiful faces. Enjoy your weekend. This was longer than I anticipated, but hopefully you got value. I will see your beautiful faces, obviously, every Tuesday at 1:30. Every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page, hashtag 3-day rides. Yes, I'm excited to ride with you. It's going to be the ride of your life. You've been to Six Flags, right? My son is going to Six Flags tomorrow. He got the season pass. And so I'm like, it's like going to Six Flags. You're on a roller coaster and you scared. Everybody on the roller coaster, you're like, ah! And then you have fun when you got off. You had a lot of fun. That's how the 3-day ride is. It's the ride of your life. Value, powerful, motivating, inspiring. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Miko. I'm Jerusha. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me, and I'll see you on the page.